Okay, welcome to Goblin Buster. This is an incremental tower defense game where you fight off goblins and other such green little ghouls in order to upgrade your towers and create a defense that is impenetrable by goblin kind. I guess we kind of like just kick into things. So tutorial quick on any of these foundations to build a tower. An archer tower. Physical damage, fires arrows at the enemies, has high attack speed. Medium range, best for consistent single target damage, that's fine. I love a tower defense game, by the way, just want to let you be clear on that one. Press left click to aim lightning strike and press it again to use it. Okay. Press start wave or spacebar to trigger the wave. Good luck, have fun. And here we come. Here comes the little goblin boys. I don't think there's any, like, resources necessarily to deal with. Hold on, though. This is bad news. It's wave 1 and we've already, like, leaked. Give me another archer tower. There doesn't seem to be any resources that we need to, like, be wary of as far as, like, mana is concerned. But that being said, I'm exceptionally worried about this one. Hold on, I'm panicking now because, like, these are getting in, man. They're getting in. Zap him! Okay, we've already leaked, like, 3. Is that gonna help? Cannon tower. Launches slow cannonballs that deal AoE damage and impact, but can miss fast targets. Best against groups of slow enemies. Frost tower. This doesn't seem... I mean, it's an incremental game, right? So the idea is that we do not succeed quite early on. Cannon, give me cannon. You're not giving me cannon. You're not letting me buy it. Oh, I must have not unlocked it, bro. That's probably why. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We're holding out. We're holding out ish. Okay, these things are really strong. They're gonna bomb by me. They're gonna bomb by me. We got some resources. Okay, 75 wood, 45 metal. Wait, no. Just 5 metal, never mind, yeah. And then 0 gems. Okay, physical damage. Increase physical damage dealt by your towers by 2. That opens us up somewhat. Unlock upgrading archer towers. Every level adds levels 2 towers, increasing tower damage and range. Not a bad one. Increase castle HP by 20. Unlock the frost tower. Okay, so... I'm catching a vibe on the potentiality of archer upgrades. I think that's probably pretty strong early on. It costs 25 to upgrade. We'll see what happens, I suppose. But we got to get some zaps doing. I'm feeling like the static shock adding 3 extra damage to it isn't gonna do the most, you know? It's cool, but it's not going crazy on it. So let's get another archer tower. We'll just start the next wave. I already feel like this one, with just a couple of upgrades, is going to go infinitely better than the last one. That being said, though, there is a lot more goblinos. I've actually been reading, like, a manhwa, like a webtoon, that's called, like, level 999 goblins. So I'm kind of, like, goblin pilled right now, admittedly. Okay, we may actually not leak if we're lucky. I think we might still. Yes! Yes! So... I suppose all we do is we fill the slots with archer towers, and then, yeah, we just level up each one, and then if we fail, we fail. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. Whatever. That being said, though, taking a shocking amount of lack of damage on these guys. I think this might still one-shot us, if I'm honest. It might not one-shot us. It half-health us. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Like, we survived that round, which means we get to farm these goblinos and get a little bit more, I suppose. Take care of the bomb boys, though. What are we targeting? We're targeting closest. I mean, that's gonna have to do, I suppose, right? Upgrade you. Upgrade you. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Ah! It's okay. We gained a whole heap load more stuff there. I mean, to be honest with you, like, let's get like point there. Let's get a point there. Castle HP. You might call me crazy, but I'm kind of like raw damage pilled, if you don't mind me saying. So put me Archer Tower right there. We've gotten a couple upgrades, so it's dealing 10 damage now, so it's not useless. And we've upgraded as well the amount of damage that the Archer Towers are doing. So I mean, I think we might be actually considerably chilling. I'm actually gonna move myself down just a notch here. You can still see the goblins coming in, but you can see glass cannon. That's how you do it, man. That's how the gamers do it. Glass cannon in any video game. I either go glass cannon or no damage, and never anything in between. I'm not a well-rounded individual, put it that way. There's something, I don't know, man. Glass cannon, there's something fun about the one shot or be one shot ethos that I can appreciate, you know. You know, my static shock is doing as much damage as, about as much damage as an auto attack from one of the Archer Towers, so it's actually not too bad. And now that we've got that, we can upgrade that to level 2. And through the course of this wave, ideally, we can level up another one. 23 damage on it. It's quite spicy, actually. Let's level up that one as well. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have leveled up something else, but... No, hold on. We're looking good right now. We're looking good. I think level up that one as well. Okay, final wave. We are at the maximum power we could ever possibly be. Oh my god. 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 No. He's taking no damage. He's actually taking 0 damage. Oh no. Maybe. If he's gonna one-shot our tower though, right? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Please don't do it. Okay. You know what? You got me on that one. We have a lot of upgrades, so potentially. So I'm still, you know what? I'll put 1 point into it, right? Get 15% more wood from enemies, so hold the phone, because that's actually something we probably do want. As well, unlocking the cannon tower. I'm trying to think here, because actually, I want peasants. Every level has +1 peasants. Oh. Put them in the mines. Put them in the mines. Unlock the iron mine to produce iron. Each level the iron. You know what? Put them in there. And then get me something from that. Let's work on our economy just a little bit here. I'm somewhat nervous of I mean, I guess like I should just go damage, because then realistically we're gonna get more resources for completing the thing. Having only 4 slots is like surprisingly limiting though, admittedly. But I think that's like the point, right? I think we'll unlock slots as we progress, and then everything will expand out the way. But until then, we're a little bit lost and a little bit trapped. You know what? Just upgrade that. Our first couple of slots are still looking pretty good. I'm hoping that there's a way eventually to maybe speed this process up a little bit, so we can continue to we can get through the waves a little bit faster, just so we can like farm those resources. That being said, every minute we've got resources coming in, so the longer it's an incremental game at the end of the day. We can't rush these things. Makes no sense to rush them. What are we rushing for? Where have we got to be, you know? Just gotta live your life, man. Now, there should be no leaking here. If I was to be a bang man. We're gonna put that there, though. Get more range and more radius on everything here. Nothing is gonna change about the boss, though. The boss is gonna get through, and it is gonna kill us. From what I can gauge. However, next run could be different. So we're going to be getting like quite a decent amount more metal, quite a decent amount more wood. And I'm just trying to think like where the threshold is. Like, how close to killing it are we? Because honestly, if we added a couple extra points onto just the damage of the archer towers, it might actually get us there. So like 60. Put you there. Yeah, that works. Level that up. 67. Put you in there. I think that we've reached the threshold where we can actually beat that boss. It was a pretty tight threshold though. We were close anyway. But now we're looking pretty good. Right, we'll just speed through these. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to move my webcam like quite a lot over the course of this video. Purely based on the fact that I'm almost certain I've seen visual footage of this game from the trailer that is not just a straight line. So it's good. There's gonna be going all over the place. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put myself that I don't get in the way. Okay, so let's build another one of them. 17 damage is very nice. I think that's about the damage we were dealing on the upgraded tower actually. But these shouldn't have any trouble getting in. And then from there as well. So between 17 and 19 damage. And then upgraded, what are we doing there? 24 to 29. Yeah, 16 to 19. Okay, that is actually quite a large leap up the way. Not so much so that I'm like, it's worth upgrading it early, like, and having just one tower that's good, but it is nice. We should have barely enough off of these three to finally get that upgraded fourth tower as well. There we go. So, realistically, I reckon we might just do it here. Once he starts walking into the blender. He's entering the blender. He's entered the blender zone. Yeah? Good? Lovely. We got him. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Level 2 has been unlocked. We got 322 wood. 135 metal as well. Now, we did get one gem. Frost Tower could be valuable. In all honesty here. But 20% more gold from goblins. You still generating me here? 1.5 a minute? Think here. I gotta say, man, I'm like, I'm just a fan of the archer lifestyle, put it that way. Let's unlock the Frost Tower, okay? And then one level. Put you in there, put you in there, put you in there. You know what, we can unlock the bomb tower as well, why not? Sure. Okay, it's immediately become more complex, okay? Okay. So, I am fine. What am I fine with here? So I think Archer Tower here is fine. Maybe a Frost Tower there and then a Cannon Tower there. Depends how grouped up these guys are, man, to be honest with you. It's difficult to tell without actually seeing them in action. Frost Tower is going to cost us 35 though, so it's a little bit spenny. Maybe worth just getting a second Archer Tower just to like kind of maintain some form of equilibrium here. I mean, I've got space for a third Archer Tower, but like, how much do I want to put that in? Okay, you know what? Looking good. Frost Tower in between the paths, no? You probably got a point, yeah, for the double one. Maybe Frost Tower there as well, potentially. I think like maintaining an aura of having space to attack for a long period of time is probably where we want to be. Had to give up on Doombots, man. It's rough. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's not as bad as I remember it being, but we all sucked back then, so it's kind of difficult to say, you know? Like, we were really bad at League of Legends back in the day. Like, nobody did it worse. $45 damage is a lot more damage than I was anticipating from that guy. Okay. We're in a bad spot here, for sure. We don't really have the money to make work. to make anything work. Oh no, hold on. Hold on, though. Oh, hold on, we're in some range here. We're in some range. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and then another archer tower down there. Okay, I think we've hit some form of equilibrium where like we're alive and we're existing, and that's like as good as we can hope for. Okay, fast enemies, slow them down, please. The bomb cannons are not good for these guys. They're not good. These guys are moving way too fast. They're moving way too fast. I'm gonna need an immediate Hilfe, please. Immediate. Dear God, they're zooming, man. They're zooming. Oh my Jesus, man. Wait, upgrade that tower. Upgrade that tower. I made a foolish error here because I actually should put another frost tower like right there. But I don't have the money for it. Maybe I can get the money for it though if I get that. No, but it's 35. Poo. I didn't mean to do that, dude. I misclicked. I misclicked. Take care of business. Take care of business. It's too late. Ay. I beat normal and tried my hand at hard. I'm not sure. I think they did buff it since we last did it, to be honest with you. Yeah. If I was to guess, I think that, yeah. More gold. More gold, please. Pump me in that as well, actually. And increase the slowing effect. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. So, I'm still liking the frost. I'm still liking the frost over there. Yeah, I'm in heavy vibe mode with that one, to be honest with you. Did I increase the radius on this or just the damage? I mean, I'm not really complaining because it's like, it's doing some work here. No doubt about it. Get frost tower down right there. Let me zap these fools. I can handle these ones manually, for the most part, I think. Abosh. I'm worried about the cannon, though, as being like maybe a bit of a foolish maneuver. Have you tried the Gnomes game? I've seen the Gnomes game, yeah, but I was a little bit apprehensive about checking out because I feel like the fact that it's kind of like ASCII art kind of situation would put a lot of people off of it. But I've heard like nothing but good things about it. It's purely my own interpretation of how I think people will feel about it that's like stopped me from playing it, which is a shame. I shouldn't let other people dictate what I do, but it is what it is, man. That being said, like I can't deny that wasn't like part of the reason why I ended up never playing original Dwarf Fortress as well, right? Like I really wanted to be the kind of guy who gets into Dwarf Fortress, but it's easier said than done when Dwarf Fortress looks like Dwarf Fortress. Obviously that's not the case anymore because there's like a Steam version and like all that stuff, and I'm very happy for them. But at the time, it was just didn't make a tremendous amount of sense. Do you know what I mean? Okay, this has gone a lot more comfortably than the last time, I'll say. Like, unbelievably more comfortable this time around. The Dwarf Fortress is so good. Yeah, I got it like the day it came out and then played it for quite a while. Just like that, and in the space of those couple of days that I was playing it. And then I never touched it again, which is a shame, but also like just unfortunately how my cooked brain like works. How much damage in? 42-ish. Okay. Aiyah. Okay, we probably want to hit a bomb tower somewhere in that general vicinity as well, if possible. Yeah, get that down. Send that out. Get those firing. AoE down. I mean, we're bursting them, but nothing's dying. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Is it doable? He thinks not. Okay, only one got through it, which shouldn't kill me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Can live with that. We can upgrade that to level 3 as well. And then just send it, I suppose. I think you're cooked. I am, man. But it's because, it's not just because, like, because if I put a game down, especially one where, like, you know, you kind of have to be in it to win it, you know? Like, you have to be in the mindset of playing it. You put it down for, like, a week, and then you pick it up and you're like, I have no idea where I was, and you kind of are, like, a bit disheartened to start it all over again, you know? That's it. It's not, like, not that big a deal. It's like how I can't really pick up an RPG after I've put it down for a week. It's just difficult, man. You log back in and you're like, man, I've like kind of forgotten how this system works. I only kind of understood it because I was like immersed in it for so long. And now I'm confused. That was it. Have you messed with Deadlock lately? I was playing it like 2 hours ago, I think. It's the first thing I started the stream with, man. Update report on Deadlock, it's still a MOBA game. It was a tough experience, put it that way. I've been somehow put into the gold/platinum elo of matchmaking though, and I do not remember anything about the game. I don't know how I ended up in that elo bracket, like the skill bracket, but I cannot describe to you how little I know about what I'm doing, and I am somehow expected to be up against people that have been playing it and are just gold, but they're like not gold like me. They're gold. I'm gold like a year ago, right? Maybe if I'm lucky. And I've not played it since. These people are gold as in like they've been playing every day for the last 6 months and have worked their way up to being gold, which is way better than me. Because they know the map, they know what they're doing. They know, cause the map's like completely different. They had 4 lanes last time I played. Now it has 3. The mid boss is somewhere else. It's in a sewer. Like all the items have ability icon. They have icons now. That's crazy, man. It seems like a good setup. I'm vibing with the setup, to be honest with you. I'm heavily vibing with the setup. It's still like a little bit jank, and I'm a little bit scared that it doesn't have the sauce to quite get through. But that being said, though, I think that like we get some levels on. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how to make it good. I mean, I've got 500 gold, but I've nothing to spend on, so we're definitely having an issue. When did the microphone lose the tape? The microphone lost the tape when I got a new microphone, and courtesy of Pangbot in chat, hilariously enough, he basically bought me a new microphone. So this is the same type of microphone, but also not the same like microphone. It's a different microphone. But yeah, Pangbot, like my physicist in chat, if I ever need any like help with what's a real life application for physics that I might find myself in, I'm gonna be coming to him, put it that way. 4X games are the worst for it. Try coming back to Stellaris a week after. No idea what's happening. Restart, rinse again, rinse and repeat, start over. Yeah, you should put some tape on it. Change scares me. When I went from like blonde back to like brown hair, I accidentally caused like one of my best friends to have like a meltdown because like if you're like kind of like you have autism or whatever, change is not necessarily something that you welcome with open arms, put it that way. So like he's like had this idea of what I look like in his head for years, and I've always been blonde since he's like known me, and then I changed it without telling him one day, and then he did not have a good time, put it that way. He did not have a good time. I felt bad, man, but like also it was annoying me because I was like, I'm not gonna die again, so I'm just, I don't know. Unlock fireball towers to deal fire damage, burn enemies for 2 seconds. Every level unlocks. Okay, so let me think here. It's really, I'm resisting the masculine urge to like bing bong every single bit of sauce I have into like economy. There is so much unused gold. You're not wrong, to be honest. Be willing to do that. I'd be willing to do that as well, actually, put it that way. I'm curious what you're seeing here. Ooh, okay. Give me one of them. Increase the strike damage. I think 110. It's either that or that. I've well and truly gone economy mode here for sure. Physical towers now have a 5% crit. Oh, that's actually something we probably do want. Crit chance. Oh, but that would have been good as well. Poo-poo. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, we do have some extra damage on our lightning strike here, so we're happy to just start it this way. I think the radius is slightly bigger. Did I get that upgrade? Maybe this wasn't the best call. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Recovered well. We should be able to zap this one before it gets to the next station. Then we can put another archer tower right there, and then carry on. Wonderful. Okay. Now, we do want that bomb tower. Honestly, like, I'm sitting here like, the bomb tower was kind of a dud on some of the waves. But I think it's probably still worth having, because like these guys, it does hit pretty good on, admittedly. The bombers are like nice to just bing bong all my explosives into. Especially with the frost tower, it catches them and it just, you know, sends them to hell. Have you won a Mortal Sin run yet? No, I have not, actually. That being said though, man, I feel like I gotta have a word with the dev. The dev, like, by the way, in my, one great thing that I was talking to B about recently. I'm not a big YouTuber, right? I appreciate that, right? I get that. But there was a period of time, and this is hard to believe because it was 6 years ago, where I was like the most viewed League of Legends person in the West, right? Every single, as far as YouTube was concerned, there was not one person that was near me. This is before Baus took off, and like I had even like Tower 1 and Yasuo and all these people that were big. Like I don't know why. I have no idea why, but my views were ridiculous at that time. They just were. And I like was basically never acknowledged by like Riot even during these times. But I was still talk to them and contact them and try to like work something out with him and, you know, be an asset to the game as best I could. And like a couple of things here and there, but like realistically it wasn't really much movement in that regard. But like doing like games on like doing videos on indie games where like some guy and his mate made it in their spare time or whatever, and like the video gets like 2,000 views, man. You know, they send me emails being like, thank you so much for the visibility and thank you so much and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, I literally didn't do anything, but it's just nice to be vaguely appreciated, man. Just in life, I think, because I mean I'm doing it for my own selfish gain to play like video games as a job and also have fun playing those video games. So I would have done it whether or not the code was sent or whether or not you thank me, but it's just nice, man, because also I just think it's cool to talk to the people behind the video games I play, I think. Especially when it's like a giant company like Riot, like you don't really get to... You get to maybe like know of like a couple of human beings that are like the face of the game, but not like... They're still veiled in mystery somewhat. Should you upgrade the bomb towers as well for the huge waves? I think probably you should do, yeah. That being said, the base damage on the bomb tower is like really good anyway, so I'm actually like not too stressed about it. This thing is now gonna be pinging damage. Did I miss anything useful? I played Deadlock if you like Deadlock, Tom. That's pretty much it as far as I can gauge. Deadlock's still fun. But I need like an elo reset or something. I need the game to like put me in iron, because like I'm not saying that so I can stomp on people. I'm saying that because like I genuinely felt like infinitely out of my depths in that game. And that was fine when everybody was bad, but now we've got like a year of people maining that game behind us. I'm not used to it. I'm not ready for it yet. Did you turn on the MMR? I did. It said I was... Maybe like if Lyra's here, maybe Lyra could remember, but I don't recall what it said I was, but it was like the 5th rank. Somewhere it was maybe if you tell me what the ranks are, it was like, I think it was Arcanist. That was it. I was Arcanist, yeah. Which is not... I felt more of an initiate vibe personally. Just me speaking honestly here. I was definitely feeling like I was more of like the lowest rank in the game, because I did not go positive KD in any of those games. I had assists and all that, and we did win one of the games, but like still, it was tough going for a while there. Tough going. Definitely felt some of the gamer rage come out of me. What is that blue bar on the towers? What blue bar? Oh, it's a targeting system. Sorry, yeah, okay. I mean that's just like tower defense, like 101 stuff, like strongest enemy or closest enemy. Ross amount tax fraud, very true. 12,000 euros. Who thinks I make 12,000 euros, man? This is crazy. This is a ginormous wave. I'm actually very... Charlie, hold on. Scoot the butt down. Charlie! Stop fighting me. It's not dinner time yet. 12,500 pounds approximately. As far as the government's concerned, I'm unemployed. That's a joke, by the way. I'm sorry. That is a joke. That's a joke. I hope Rebecca's not here. I don't even hear that. Okay, we're gonna lose, but I think we're getting quite a lot out of this. I mean, you know what, man? We're putting up a damn good fight here. That's a shame. Those two are gonna... Oh, and we still got one slot. We still got one slot. Do you employ an accountant? I do, yeah, I've got an accountant. I don't know why, but I do, yeah. Just for the love of the game, man, to be honest. I think we crank that in. Interesting. 18 iron per minute. How much more would that cost? That's what I gotta know. I mean, we should do that so we can level up the bomb tower as well. Area of effect to the cannon. That could be big, actually. That could be very nice. Increased physical damage dealt by your towers by 5. I do like that as well, admittedly. And then I'd be wanting to pump it into that, get that maxed. And then, you know what? Fill my hole. Sorry, I should say that in a different way. Fill that. Put levels into that. Sorry, don't fill my hole. But I'll knock the fireball tower as well, why not? Do as we must. Okay. My starting gold is not ideal. Hurls fireballs that ignite enemies, dealing damage over time. Where would that be? I think like actually, so like maybe Frost Fireball? Give them some time to like, you know, send themselves round. But that being said though, and I know actually, I don't even know if it's an AoE like tower though, which is my issue currently. I guess we'll find out, whatever. We'll make it happen. Oh, the lightning bolts do damage now actually. You know what, put the cannon tower here. Yeah, that'll do, donkey, that'll do. We're hitting incremental breakpoints here. We're feeling good. I'm forgetting what you studied in college. I studied, like, this was almost, well, this is like 15 years ago. Was it arts? No, it was called legal services. So it was essentially a course that could get me into university for law. So it basically covered like the first year of law in university. And then if you did well, you could transfer into the uni course. But then I never ended up. I thought it was boring, so I didn't go back. Which is my bad for sure. But yeah. There was a point in time where but do you know what? The reason why I decided to pick law was like the most cooked reason like of all time. And it was like one of my best mates in high school was like, we should be lawyers together. And I was like, all right, well, I got nothing else going on, so like, why not? That was it. That was it. That was as deep as the thought process behind it went. Yeah, not a whole lot going on upstairs there, admittedly, but we do our best. What can you say? Really did not give it as much mind as I should have. To be fair, he did go like university and he did complete his degree for law, and like, you know, and to be honest, I think he made the right call. But he works as a general manager at his mother's restaurant, but his mother's restaurant is an incredible restaurant. Like, it's very popular and is doing incredibly well. So like, that is 100% not a downgrade from being a lawyer. It's very much so like a good idea that he did that, I think, and I'm very happy for him. His mother's restaurant is like, and I'm not just like glazing here. It is like probably my favorite restaurant in Glasgow for sure. But it is also vegan food. But like I tell people that like, because I used to be vegetarian. I'm not anymore, but I have no issues with eating meat. Like I eat meat plenty. That should indicate to you how good the food is. If somebody who eats meat, is like, this is gas. I mean, I don't think it's any different, but like I know that people are weird about vegan food for whatever reason, because like, yeah, but nah, it's quality stuff. Is this the game the devs gave you the code for? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know if the demo is available, Shiko. You can maybe check for me. It's called Goblin-Buster. The main reason I'm mad about vegan food is vegans. Yeah, I get that. I can't pretend to be like, I don't really necessarily like want to play Deltarune because people that like Deltarune play Deltarune. But that's true. But I get it. But it would also be like wrong of me to be like, you shouldn't let that stop you. But it is true. I shouldn't say it, but it is true. You shouldn't let other people stop you from enjoying a thing. But I get it. I get it. It's not easy to fight past the sins of other people, I suppose. People eat vegan food all the time, bro. People complain about it. You ever had like an apple? Congrats, brother. You eat like a vegan. Grow up. I don't care. And my heart is severely not in the rage bait right now. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this tower, to be honest with you. I think I might just continue with the Archer Tower. I just don't think we're like we don't have the levels for it, frankly. Vegan food is also just not affordable at all here. That's fair as well. I do think that like, it's kind of annoying when people are like, you should eat organically, but then like, there's also like the tax on a thing being like organic, and it's like, you have to pay like 50% extra for a thing to be like not covered in whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's like, all right, but like, so you can't like, I don't know. I'm never gonna judge people for not eating cage-fed chickens or something like that, because like eggs, to get the cruelty-free stuff, it can just be like not. It can be like unreasonably expensive to be cruelty-free in that regard, right? And that's not because you want it to exist and you want animals to be like cooped up and shitting out eggs every 15 minutes, but like it's just like, bro, it's just like the economy, dude. Like, what am I meant to do here? Same reason why I'm like, exactly like, don't judge people for like using ChatGPT to like answer a question. Because like, this is not a war between you and I. This is a war between us and them, you know? Like, we should be taken to the streets and like, I don't know, man, talking to lawmakers or something. No, I'll judge those people. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. They know not what they do. They don't care what they do. The rise up part of the stream. I'm not trying to incite anything here. I'm just saying, man. Somebody like listen. Somebody post something made with AI on Twitter, man. It's like not the end of it. We do not need to like dogpile anyone for it, right? Yeah, okay. Like, you should, if you're using anything for actual any commercial thing or doing anything, you should work with artists and like do stuff like that, right? Like that's obvious. We all know that, right? But like, if like, I don't know, Timothy was like, I wonder what I'd look like if I was a pregnant dragon. Like, he's not going to spend the 400 euros to commission that fetish piece of art necessarily. He just wants to know what you look like as a pregnant dragon. He's just a curious guy. Okay? It doesn't have to be sexual. He's just a curious guy. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, People, I don't know. I think othering people can be a bit of a weird one. There's nature damage. I'll find out what the monolith does. Guess we just Arcane Overcharge, a new magical spell that increases the attack speed of all towers in the target area by 100%. Okay, that seems like one that I should have picked up earlier, if you ask me. Put him in. Put him in. Don't realize how cooked he is. Hard disagree in the chat GPT part though, it's so bad for the environment. I get that it's useful sometimes, people are just using it for very simple questions that you can just Google. Yeah, but like, what I'm saying is that like, you're picking the wrong battle, ideally. But unfortunately, it's an easier battle to pick than attacking an individual person on Twitter is infinitely easier than attacking the real, actual threats to our environment that we should be concerned about. Vis-a-vis companies like Nestle, like companies that like pour millions of gallons of oil into the ocean, like plastics, metals, gases, etc. These are the things that we should actually give a shit about, right? Like your coworker being like, here is what I would look like if I was a medieval serf. I mean, we can do both, but people don't do both, do they? They don't do both. They do one, and it's dogpiling a guy on Twitter, right? Like, it's not... You know what I mean? Like, I say this all the time. I recycle, but I also appreciate how futile my recycling is, okay? Like, I do it vehemently. I do it, like, despite the fact I know that it doesn't make a difference. And I know we're all in this together, right? But I'm just saying that, like, as we speak, like, every second, the amount of waste I have produced in my entire life up to this point has been dumped into an ocean, right? Every second, my lifetime worth of trash is somewhere floating in the Pacific Ocean, man. I don't know. Anyway. This map's scaring me. I get what you mean, but you're kind of strawmanning us. It's true. It's fun to do, though. It is fun to do, man. I know. Listen, I know. I have used AI for like tech support problems. Once I've exhausted Reddit forums, everything like that, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But like, I don't know, man. It's a tough old battle to fight, man. Because like, there are no winners. What can you say? This is the part where, dude, that is the most incredible discombobulation. If somebody starts talking in my chat about something that I don't like, I'm like, I am beaming the visual idea of your grandfather cream pieing your grandmother right now. People are like, whoa. It's like the smoke grenade of being on stream, man. It's such a good smoke grenade. Anyway, I need to figure out how I'm gonna lay this out because I'm scared, man. We got 2 entrances as well. We need to figure out some kind of choke point situation here. Oh, they all come from the same direction in this round, okay. Well, I didn't know that. This is exceptionally bad, my guys. Bother. You know what? Lessons learned. Lessons learned. It's like choking someone out in a boxing match. It's against the rules. Oh, man. Go again. Run it back. Run it back. Archer Tower. No, actually. It's not really what I wanted, but. Archer Tower, there we go. We are constantly in a state of mental warfare. There's no doubt about that one. But we shouldn't be. We're on the same side. We always will be. No matter what they try and tell you otherwise, however they try and tell you otherwise. Could be doable. Boost that attack speed up, Pappy. Bosh. Under any circumstances, do not search AI pregnant dragon. I didn't have any intentions of doing so, but I appreciate you taking one for the team, so to speak. I don't know where they're coming from. Oh, they're coming from that side now. Alright. Roger, Dodger. Little goblins! Curse you, little goblins. These blasted goblinos. Swap that right archer and Frost, so Frost hits both lanes. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That one? That was a mistake. Huge. Big hits, lads. Big hits. We're fending them off better than I thought we would. Put it that way. This is definitely an AoE type beat though. Hello Warren Shippy, how are you? And anyway, I think I managed to successfully diffuse that conversation in a way that I don't know. I got a cow under my couch. Everything's level dos. Get you. Get you. Send me to hell. I think it's like you escalate the situation so quickly that it becomes a de-escalation somehow. I can't begin to explain the machinations of how that works, but I tell you, it does work more often than it doesn't. Like taking it to such an extreme that like there is absolutely no realistic reaction a human being can have. Okay, this is bad. We don't have that good single target DPS here, which means this guy is about to cream pie us in a big way. Hold on though. Hold on though. Hold on though. Hold on though. Yes! I forgot. I didn't realize there was one down there, dude. What the? I think we want Frost down there. I think we just want Frost everywhere, frankly. Put it that way. I think that Frost is just OP, dude. It's AoE, it's very sexy. I think that this thing is useless though. I'm not vibing with you at all, Chief, but we'll put you there just because you put burns down. And at the very least, well, I didn't even see my thing destroy there. Destroy? I didn't even see my thing detonate there. Scorched Ground. Yeah, we should probably have that exist. 15 damage is better than 0 damage. And then, you know what? We have some stuff to work with. Not available in demo, not available in demo, not available in demo. Gotcha. We want you to drop more gold. I love gold! Yeah? Yeah. Make it big and make it sexy. How about that? Okay. So we want Frost there. And to be honest with you, we just put Arcane. We just put an Arch Tower there, and that'll probably do for the time being. I did not mean to cast that. Okay, I'm casting spells right now. I'm casting spells right now. Okay. Yeah. 15 damage is much better. We'll put another bomb tower there, why not? Not a bad little start. Cannon tower there. Thinking in my head right now. Archer tower there. We want to put Frost tower there. Ross, you ever been sneak attack? High jumped by a dragon. It's oddly satisfying to just drop in like a comet for 200 damage. What the hell are you talking about? Sorry. Are you talking about a video? I mean, I'd have to presume you're talking about a video game, right? But like, I'm like... I looked away for 2 seconds. And then... I don't know. One time I was sent on a 1-hour public transport ride to a customer to plug in a mouse. It's like that 4chan green text of a guy who works in IT, and he's like, have you tried turning it off? Have you tried plugging it in properly? And they're like, yes, we've tried all that. We need you to come and help us drive 3 hours to office. It's unplugged. W. We're clearing these waves. W Rizzler. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. It's not even been a long day. What am I talking about, man? Am I alright? Just upgrade them bit by bit. Bit by broken bit. I'm like sitting here like I don't actually know if the fire turret is worth its weight here, but it certainly can't be that bad. He's getting cooked, man. Final Fantasy 11 Dragoon with FIFA sub job. I can sneak attack my dives. I've never played Final Fantasy 11. I've read about it in gaming magazines from 25 years ago. But I have never, as an 8-year-old, I couldn't afford a subscription to the game, so we had to make do. Psyduck for life, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it was the first online one. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can take a little bit of damage here. It's not bad. Just smoke through it. Smoke through it. Smoke through it. Smoke through it. Do more damage. You're pissing me off. Do more damage. It was undeniably like swaggy as hell reading like gaming magazines in the very late 90s, early 2000s, and being like, wow, this looks crazy. And it was like EverQuest 1. And being like, oh my god, imagine. But then again, I would have played like any old nonsense back then probably, so. Like Death Trap Dungeon on the PS1. I did ask for a GameCube for like one Christmas. This was like years after it came out, so it wasn't like a current generation. Well, not a non-current generation, but it was like kind of old as a console, and it also wasn't really that popular as a console. Just so that I could play Phantasy Star Online on it. And then I really like tried to figure out how to get online, and it was a little bit like above my pay grade intelligence wise, and I ended up being like, nah, this ain't gonna work. But hello boy. But I did get PlayStation 2 online going, and that was a bit of a nightmare, but I did get it going just so I could play SOCOM 2 US Navy SEALs online. And I was on gamebattles.co.uk playing against other clans and stuff, man. It was insanely good. I'd happily go back to that man. I'd happily go back to those days, dude. Give me an M4A1S and send me on SOCOM Navy SEALs on PS2, man. We can have a good time. Also playing Chaos, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory online. Ooh, you know what? I think this... Oh, Charlie, man. You are absolutely unbelievable right now. Okay, I'm starting to leak here somewhat. Just hold him off. Okay, scoot the butt, buddy. Right. No. Come on. There we go. Good boy. I really need to level up the Frost Tower if I'm gonna be having it in every run, frankly. Because it's just a bit of an eyesore currently. Okay, we got 2 of these guys coming in. That's bad juju, like big time there. Yeah, I think we're dead. Hello? What's the target? All a bit like... I accidentally sold it at the end. That was an impressive sell. I mean, we have a bajillion money, so it's not too bad. We have 2 of those. The thing is, we have to spend these to get them... to get it up higher. Which is... it's fine. Just means we need to like farm it a little bit, I suppose. As well as that, let's increase your AoE. Critical strike chance. That'll do nicely. Should really be putting it into You know what, give me more star and gold. And then honestly, pump me into more loot from enemies. I don't think there's anything else that costs wood, frankly. Oh wait, I can buy more little men. I've got 20 peasants. Put them all in the iron mines. Yeah, there's nothing else that costs wood, which is a bit of a shame because that's kind of like all I have. Never mind. we have the HP of the castle, which would have been very useful. I remember days of buying walkthrough booklets for games. So I was like, I've been clearing out the house a bit recently. Like, not recently, but like in the last like number of months or what have you. And I will say that it was exceptionally tempting. Like, I ended up keeping them all, to be honest with you. I found a bunch of like strategy guides for like Pokemon Sword and like Animal Crossing on the GameCube and stuff like that, and I admittedly I did not get rid of them because I was like, this is cool, man. I like want to hold on to these. I don't know why. I'm just thinking like maybe one day I'll sit and read them. Like, who knows what is going through my head when I keep a hold of these things? But I'm determined to like never ever sell or get rid of a possession ever again in my entire life. Apparently that's just who and what I am. It's either closest or lowest HP is what the targeting things are. Kind of like a little bit up in the air about what to put there, but we'll put that there, put that there. Yeah, I'll do it. That was. Oh wait, I don't want to put the monolith there. What are we talking about, man? Put frost here, bruh. Little frost tower, bruh. It's important to get the frost going. I'm currently looking for a Nintendo 3DS because of the release of Switch 2 is disappointing. Are you looking for a Nintendo 3DS because it's like the easiest console ever made to jailbreak? It's literally just like get a micro SD card and plug it in with like a piece of software on it, and then you have unlocked the entire rogues gallery of the Nintendo 3DS back catalog. I know what you are. I miss the 3DS. I was in. I don't think I was in high school when it came out, but I think I was like very closely out of high school. And I remember like my high school girlfriend being at her house and like being like, I just got this cool thing and it's like a 3DS, and then like I'm like flying. I'm like using the camera and like look, I'm shooting UFOs with my face on them in the room. How great! This is like the future. Whoa! This is so crazy. How crazy is this? Simpler times, man. Simpler times. I think it came with the game. Like, not the game, the console. Slow down, buddy. Fire! Keep fighting. We must detonate. Gah! See, they have closest and they have lowest HP, but they don't have one that's like the furthest down the track, which is like kind of like important, I think. You do want to maybe sometimes focus on the one that's about to blow your bases sky high, buddy. I never played Minish Cap. You're gonna. I mean, that's the controversial statement. To be fair, I don't know. I don't know why I never played it. I just never did. Very familiar with it, but never got around to racking it up. You know. See, this is quite an easy wave comparative to the last one for some reason. You following any of the new League lore? Absolutely not, man. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny, teeny, tiny little bit. Unfortunately, I've long since given up on like caring about what the plot of the game is. There's no disrespect, man, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just arcane now, I guess, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Sure. LeBlanc is up to shenanigans. Good for her. Or, I'm sorry to hear that, or I'm happy for you. For her. Okay, 800 gold. I mean, this is still level 2, actually. I don't know if this is doable, but it's certainly, it's getting easier and it's getting easier, put it that way. See, the ones I hate the most are the little runner ones that seem to blast you a bit. They just sneak through. Gotta get frost on them, otherwise we can't hit them. This is bad. Zap them. See the bombers, all that stuff, very easily manageable. I don't think that it does. I mean, I'm pretty sure that 2DS has a SD card slot, although it may not. To be honest with you, now that I'm saying that, I have no idea. There's a chance that it does not possess such a thing. Okay, what else is being upgraded here? Are we like maximum power? We're on the last wave, so that makes sense. Okay, send. Deal with the little goblins. I've been reading like that manhwa, level 999 goblin, and I don't know what it is about like authors drawing like ugly, funny faces, but I like have laughed out loud at it quite a few times, and I've never done that with a webtoon before, which is really weird. Don't know why. Don't know why it tickled me pink, but it did. We've done it. I think we've done it. I don't think there's any way that this is making it through. Yeah! You've completed the 3 main levels of the demo. Endless mode is now available. Keep playing to unlock all upgrades and see how far you can go. If you enjoyed the game, please consider wishlisting it. I've already got it wishlisted, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's have a look at what else we have to upgrade here. I mean, not anything particularly crazy. 30% chance to shred the slow effect. Each level increases the chance by 10. There's no upgrades for the storm monolith either. A bit interesting. Is the fabled Silk Song finally coming out? Wait, is Silk Song coming out like actually in a week? That's crazy. What's the endless map look like, I wonder? Is it going to be on the Switch one? Who's going to tell him? It costs 3? See, it's such a valuable resource, this these little things. What does the map look like? It looks exactly the same as the last one. That's cool. I had a good time with Goblin Buster. We'll end the level there, though. Thanks so much for watching it. I'll be happy to give this another whack when it comes out fully. I just clicked go again. What am I doing? But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel, giving the video a like, and checking out some other indie games you may not have heard of. Have a great one. I'll see you all next time. Bye!